We are back live here in Philadelphia for this main event. And right now, here comes the Click. Here they come. And here comes the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Along with his friends Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Let's take it our ring announcer. The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On their way to the ring at a combined weight of 840 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Big Daddy Cool Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall, the Click. And right now, this is it. This is our main event. This rivalry between the Brothers of Vengeance and the Click will come to an end here tonight, as the Click look to be ready for a war here tonight, as Michaels leads his team to ringside. As right now, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, in the meantime, though, have a lot to go through in this main event. Purple Puma still the World Heavyweight Champion, but we've been told that next week on the HWF, he'll defend his title one more time against Goldberg. And, my God, we've been told it's under a tables, ladders, and chairs match. What a matchup that will be coming up next Thursday. As Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, they are the Click, and they are the most dominant team in history, as we wait for the arrival of their opponents. Scott Hall and Nash and Michaels wait on for their opponents in this main event, the Brothers of Vengeance. The Click look to be ready for a fight. And right now, here they come. Here comes the Brothers of Vengeance. There they are. And look at that new GTS Championship. And their opponents at a combined weight of 725 pounds. They are the World Tag Team Champions. The Icon Sting and Shadow Fiend and Johnny K, the Brothers of Vengeance. The Brothers of Vengeance, the Icon Sting and Shadow Fiend on their way to the ring, as Johnny K is the GTS champion. And get a look at that new belt. That's the all new GTS champion. The all new GTS championship. Johnny K is the champion. And folks, we all know that on the other hand, though, the Brothers of Vengeance have every championship gold once again here in TNW. But right now, it's not about titles. It's not about anything in this matchup. It's about a tag team matchup. This is our main event. The Brothers of Vengeance, the Icon Sting with his student Shadow Fiend, as they team up with Johnny K in this matchup. And it looks like Michaels and Shadow Fiend are going to start things off in this match. Sting going over with Shadow Fiend and what's got to go everything about Michaels. And the referee calls the bell, and here we go. Michaels now off the ropes. And an elbow in the face by Shadow Fiend. The TNW World Heavyweight Champion is going at it with Michaels with everything he's got.
Somebody pinch me, a six-man match, and they're paying me.
As right now, this is an all-out war here between the champions and, of course, the Click. The Brothers of Vengeance are the champions. This is not about championships. This is about ending a rivalry here tonight. Shadow Fiend off the ropes, and Shadow Fiend catching himself there. And now he's got Michaels, and he sends him into the ropes. Michaels was up and over there. What a move. And Michaels kicks Shadow Fiend right off him there. And Michaels wasting no time as he makes the tag to Kevin Nash. And now Nash got launched into a Luke Des press by the TNW World Heavyweight Champion.
I agree, Cole. I mean, this is intentional.
An arm breaker by Shadow Fiend. This is our main event of the evening, a six-man tag team matchup.
That's the first time tonight we've seen that move. I wouldn't mind seeing it a little.
This is our main event here, as this is our main event. As right now, listen to these fans here. They're chanting for Michaels here. They want Michaels. And now Nash taking it straight to the TNW World Heavyweight Champion. A right hand. And a takedown by Nash. And a kick there by Nash, taking it straight to Shadow Fiend in this fight. And now Nash setting him up for the gorilla press, but Shadow Fiend saving himself there. Sets up Nash for a back suplex. These fans are chanting for Sting. They want Sting in this matchup, but Shadow Fiend has not made a tag yet. It's all Nash, it's all Shadow Fiend, and right now, Shadow Fiend looking for the pile driver. There it is, pile driver. I know none of these men, Shadow Fiend hasn't even made a tag yet. It's all Nash, it's all Shadow Fiend. Here's one, and here's the tag to the Icon. And here comes the tag team finishing move. A body splash right off the top rope. And a one-legged Boston grab, but Shadow Fiend is not even the legal man. And Sting turns it around into a pin attempt. Referee needs to make a count here. One. No, a kick out at one by Nash.
You can't teach heart, believe me.
Sting and Nash go all the way back since WCW. And now they're going at it tooth and nail here. Nash right now, sending Sting into the corner. And right now, going for the Snake Eyes in the face of Sting. And what a slam by Nash. Kevin Nash right now. Sting and Kevin Nash not only go all the way back since WCW, but also TNA. These guys are going at it tooth and nail, but Nash right now with a counter. Nash off top with a bionic elbow right in the face of Sting.
Yeah, he's going to have a Roman nose. Going to roam all over his face.
As right now, this is an all-out war here. And Kevin Nash, shin breaker on Sting.
But not for a second do I expect him to back.
Covered by Sting, but then that was a cover by Nash actually, but then the referee realizing Sting was too close to the ropes and the referee called for the rope break. Nash right now trying to pick him up. Going for a big boot there, but Sting countered it. Went for a sidewalk slam, but Sting with another counter on Nash. And now Nash launching Sting into the corner. And here's the tag to Scott Hall. Hall now in the ring. With a stop in the gut there to Sting. Scott Hall gonna slam him, and he does. A slam by Scott Hall. Cover on Sting. This has got to be it right here. No. Scott Hall kicked out.
He is slowly getting dissected.
And look at Hall. These fans are chanting for Sting. And Scott Hall with a reverse takedown. Now, Scott Hall was going for something big there, but Sting with a counter. Into the double-legged Boston grab. The Boston grab locked in. Referee was down, but Hall got out of that one. Scott Hall. Scott Hall in the ring. And he's got Sting up for the electric chair. Takes him down. And right now, this is an all-out war here for the championship. Hall right now slamming Sting on the canvas.
We got a cover.
A cover here, no. A kick out by Sting. Right hand by Johnny K, and now Sting.
He still has some gas left.
Scott Hall throws Johnny K over the top rope. Referee beginning his count. Michaels goes back on the outside. Sting rolls out of the way of that one.
Well, it certainly wasn't due to a lack of trying.
And a swinging neck breaker by Sting takes him down.
Man, oh man, did he take a wild
And now,
swing with that.
Scott Hall launching Sting into the corner.
Wild indeed. Good thing we're over here.
Both Sting and Scott Hall, along with Nash, go all the way back since WCW when they were the Wolfpack. Now the red and black, and right now the red and black says it all. As they're wearing the colors, but they're not tag team partners. They're going at it tooth and nail on separate teams. Scott Hall, one-handed choke slam.
There's the finishing move. Don't know if you here.
Covered by Scott Hall. This has got to be it here too. No. Sting kicked out, and Nash with a kick to the spine. Nash brings it back to the outside. And now Scott Hall calling for the end here. Maybe looking for the Razor's Edge. Razor's Edge, bye-bye. Here it comes, the Razor's Edge. No, Shadow Fiend saving his teacher.
Just toying with the competition a little.
Shadow Fiend saving his teacher there from Razor's Edge.
He was able to reverse that.
And Sting right now with Scott Hall in the ring. Back body drop by Scott Hall. Sting rolls out of the ring.
Wasn't even close.
Brings it back to the ring. A right hand by Scott Hall. Scott Hall sends him off the ropes. And a back body drop by Scott Hall.
Clearly on a mission.
And a rake in the eyes by Scott Hall here. And a reverse takedown, and I think Sting's busted wide open here. After that rake in the eyes.
Oh, I think this man needs.
And again, Sting has been taken to by Scott Hall with that rake in the eyes.
Can you believe it?
And Scott Hall is really taking it to the icon in this matchup. Covered by Scott Hall, this has got to be it here, too. No, Sting kicks out. Sting has got to make a tag sooner or later, and a suplex by Nash. And all heck is breaking loose here in this matchup. Sting right now with Scott Hall. He's got him up for the electric chair.
It certainly is now. Yeah, it's going to be hurting for a while.
Michaels is not even the legal man. And now, running DDT by Scott Hall. Sting trying to make a tag here, but Scott Hall prevented it. And now, Scott Hall again going for the one-handed choke slam. Again, a one-handed choke slam by Scott Hall. Takes him down.
He is really tired now.
But Sting fights out of it. And Sting wisely making the tag back to his student Shadow Fiend. Sidewalk slam by Sting, as he's not even the legal man in this matchup. An arm breaker by Shadow Fiend now, the TNW World Heavyweight Champion, going at it with Scott Hall in this matchup. And now the Clique are doing whatever it takes to get a win here tonight. A suplex by Scott Hall on Shadow Fiend. This is our main event of the evening here, folks. And look at Scott Hall. He is the bad guy. And an elbow by Shadow Fiend going for a clothesline, but Scott Hall countered it into the back body drop.
He's in trouble now.
Oh no. Scott Hall looking for the end on Shadow Fiend. Could be thinking Razor's Edge. Scott Hall setting him up. Razor's Edge on Shadow Fiend. Here it comes. Razor's Edge on Shadow Fiend by Scott Hall.
We got a cover.
We got a cover here. 2. And Shadow Fiend kicked out. He got the shoulder up. And Scott Hall continuing to gloat, claiming he won that one. No, he didn't. But Shadow Fiend is being taken to at the hands of the World Heavyweight, or should I say Shadow Fiend, the World Heavyweight Champion, is being taken to at the hands of the bad guy, Scott Hall. And now Scott Hall rubbing his face in on the canvas.
No pun intended, of course. Yeah,
but Shadow Fiend sooner or later is taking it. The Brothers of Vengeance are being taken to at the hands of the Clique. Up on the top, elbow drop right in the face of Scott Hall. Belly to belly suplex here, no. Shadow Fiend countered it into a counter. And now, a backbreaker by the TNW World Heavyweight Champion on Scott Hall. Uh-oh, look out, Shadow Fiend looking for the pile driver. There it is, pile driver on Scott Hall. Shadow Fiend, hook in the leg. 1. Scott Hall kicked out. And Johnny K took out Kevin Nash on the outside. This is an all-out war here. But Johnny K has not been tagged into this matchup yet. And now, Scott Hall launching Shadow Fiend into the corner. And he turns him around. What's he going to do with him? But a counter by the champion. And the champion launches Scott Hall into the corner. And here's the tag to Johnny K. Knee of the gut. And he sends Scott Hall to the other side. Johnny K is fresh. And the double team by the Brothers of Vengeance. That could be it right there. The cover here. Referee needs to make a count. Michaels interrupts the count. But Johnny K going up to the top. Michaels in the ring. And Michaels is not the legal man in this matchup. Right now, what's he gonna do? Oh my God, a superplex as he landed right onto Scott Hall. They both actually landed on Scott Hall after the result of that superplex. Johnny K trying to bring Michaels back in the ring here, but he's not even the legal man in this fight. And again, Michaels with the right hand. Johnny K needs to be focused here on Scott Hall. Hall right now, inverted atomic drop from behind by Scott Hall. This is an all-out war here. And now it's going for the one-handed choke slam on Johnny K. And it's connected right there. Scott Hall continuing to glow right in the face of the Brothers of Vengeance. And now, Scott Hall may be thinking Razor's Edge. Bye-bye on Johnny K. He's got him up. Razor's Edge on Johnny K. The GTS champion is down and out. Looking for the cover here. 2 and Sting saving Johnny K. And now all 3 men are in the ring. All the men are in the ring, and the referee were trying to store some order. As Scott Hall is taking it straight to Johnny K, but Johnny K back up. Looking for something big there, but Scott Hall with a counter.
He's going to have to turn things around quickly if he wants to win this thing.
And a rake in the eyes here. There's 3. Shinbreaker by Scott Hall takes him down. This is our main event here of the evening. Trying to end it here. Cover here. 2. No, a kick at it 1. Scott Hall is trying to end it here along with the Click. Along with the Brothers of Vengeance. This is an all-out war in this main event here in Philadelphia. And a right hand of the gut here by Johnny K. Going for a right hand by Scott Hall. No. Johnny K countered it. And now a DDT by Scott Hall. Takes down Johnny K. But Michaels wants back into the matchup. Scott Hall right now with Johnny K. As Johnny K's got Scott Hall by the throat. Choke slam. The choke slam on Scott Hall. And a stomp in the gut there by Johnny K. That's got to be it right there for Scott Hall. Hook of the leg. This has got to be it here. 1. No. Michaels interrupts the count. And Michaels in the ring. He's not even the legal man. Going for a slam there, but Michaels countered it. Michaels taking it to Johnny K, but what is the Click even doing here? They're outrageous indeed. They're going to try to do whatever it takes to get a win here, but right now, Johnny K trying to crawl up to his feet as Scott Hall's the first man on his feet here. And Scott Hall tags in Shawn Michaels. And now Scott Hall needs to get outside the ring. This one. And right now, springboard senton, but Johnny K rolled out of the way there. But, Johnny K calling for the end. He's sending a message here on Michaels, but going for the tombstone. No, Michaels countered the tombstone pile driver on Johnny K here. Unbelievable. This matchup continues. But the referee realizing that Johnny K's legs were too close to the ropes. Pendant elbow drop by Michaels on Johnny K. This has got to be it here. No, a kick out. The reversal by Sting takes down Scott Hall. Nash is not the legal man as he's trying to help out Michaels here, his best friend, any other way they want to do it. They're the original 2 dudes with attitude. As right now Michaels is getting a huge ovation from this crowd here in Philadelphia. This is an all-out war here. As this one's an all-out war here from Michaels and the Click.
This is great. This guy will try anything.
And look at Michaels. He's tuning up the band. could be thinking Sweet Chin Music on Johnny K. Sweet Chin Music by Michaels.
What an all-star ensemble in the ring. There's the pin.
And now Michaels in the cover. 2, 3, and the Click has done it. It's over. What a main event we just witnessed here. The Click has done it. The Click has beaten the Brothers of Vengeance here tonight, but the rivalry between these two is over. This was an absolute war. But the Shinbreaker really pulled out all the stops to get a win here tonight. This was our main event of the evening here, folks. It's over. There you see it. Michaels tuning up the band for Michaels to defeat Johnny K at his own game here tonight, and it's over. Here are your winners. The Heartbreak Kids, Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall, the Click. Well, the Click has done it here tonight, and it's all over. Well, the rivalry between the Brothers of Vengeance and the Click has ended here, folks. But, folks, we are out of time here in Philadelphia. On behalf of Tuesday Night War and the Hardcore Wrestling Federation, we'll see you next time. Good fight, good night, and thanks for joining us. My God, what a main event we just witnessed here.